A lot of you hanging on. We'll go right to the phone calls. First up, Vanessa. She's listening in Modesto, California. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Hank. I believe in Matthew, Jesus was talking about when he comes again, the women who will be grinding away, one will be taken, and the men in the field, one will be taken and one will be left. Can you explain this to me and expand on this? Because I'm having a hard time understanding what he's meaning.
Yeah. Remember the context, however, in Matthew chapter 24 deals with Jesus Christ when he makes a prophecy about Jerusalem and the temple. He's leaving the temple, he's walking away, and his disciples begin to draw his attention to the glory of the temple, the glistening gold and the luminous limestone. And Jesus says, I tell you the truth, not one stone here will be left on another. Everyone will be thrown down. And then, of course, the disciples really have their interest piqued, and they want to know, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming judgment and the end of the age of sacrifice? In other words, when is this temple in Jerusalem going to be destroyed? And then Jesus lets them know that all of these things are going to happen within a generation. And, of course, his prophecy was marvelously fulfilled. But in the context of this, Jesus goes on to say the very thing that you paraphrased. No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That, says Jesus, is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field. So in the coming judgment, there are going to be 2 men in the field. One will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill. One will be taken and the other will be left. So Jesus is saying in the coming judgment, in the destruction of Jerusalem, the destruction of the temple, here's what you're going to see happen. The same thing that happened in the days of Noah. Noah was prophesying about the coming judgment as well. But a lot of people didn't want to listen to that, and therefore they're taken away in judgment. The same thing's going to happen right here. People are going to be taken away in judgment. In other words, they're going to be destroyed because they are not hearing the Master as he is prophesying what is going to happen in those days. So the taken away, some people have said, and it's quite humorous, that this has to do with rapture or something like that. But obviously the context is talking about judgment.
Okay, great. That makes perfect sense to me, and I appreciate your explanation because that really kind of stumped me for the longest time, and I appreciate it.